And welcome back to yet another Buffalo Bills pregame show. It's your friend Randy here, and I'm sorry for being a little late this week, but I have been busy letting all of my friends in the massage industry know of the upcoming visit of Deshaun Watson and what to do in case anything happens. As far as the top story this week, Bills fans are finally happy. There is a level of sadomasochism that is required to be a Bills fan, and now that we're 6-3, you'd think the sky is falling, and Bills fans can finally be miserable just the way they like. As we face an upcoming coaching staff that the Bills coaches are familiar with themselves, both the head coach Kevin Stefanski and the offensive coordinator Joe Wood worked under Leslie Frazier in Minnesota, and of course their offensive coordinator is none other than former favorite backup quarterback of the Bills. One of the favorite positions on our roster always is the backup quarterback. Alex Van Pelt, who at the time was fantastic. Another big question on every Bills fan's mind this week, of course, is Josh Allen hurt? When asked that question specifically, he said no. His performance would make you believe that maybe he is not top-notch, or maybe he's just consistently making bad decisions that he wasn't in the beginning of the year. We have seen throughout his 5-year career in Buffalo that his decision-making can be up and down. And at the current pace of our offense, we are leading the league in turnovers. With 1 in 5 of our offensive drives ending in turnover, and still we're out 6-3. It feels like there's a mistakes being made that we can correct, and if so, we might be unstoppable. That being said, I would have no problem facing a lesser opponent like the Browns to give Josh a rest. Even if he isn't hurt, we need him to be good for the Super Bowl, not for a mid-season matchup against the Cleveland Browns. So promoting Matt Barkley, giving a spark to the offense is exactly what this team needs. And I think this might be the week to do it against what is the second worst defense in the league for points allowed. This is a good... The biggest threat that the defense of the Cleveland Browns have, of course, is their defensive end, Myles Garrett, who will give a handful to Dion Dawkins, and that will be the matchup to watch. So without Ken Dorsey's help with scheming, with plans, Dion Dawkins is going to have a very, very difficult day trying to block Myles Garrett. And we can't forget we don't want to get beat by the clown on the other side. Unfortunately, those are the strengths of the Cleveland Browns defense, unfortunately for them. And with perhaps the worst set of interior linemen in the league, this might be a good week for the Bills to start establishing the run game that has never really taken off all year long. On the other side of the ball, you can't talk about the Cleveland offense without Nick Chubb, probably the best running back in the NFL, but that's only because Josh chooses to play quarterback, and I think that should be noted. 2/3 of Chubb's rushing yards come after contact. More than 600 yards of his 904 yards this season come after initial contact, and has 54 broken tackles to lead the league. And the Bills are woefully bad at making open field tackles at times. So get ready for either the Bills defense to swarm Nick Chubb as he runs the ball, or to be very frustrated as the Cleveland Browns run all over us. But as I said before, we are facing the defense that allows the second most of any team in the NFL, and likely the Cleveland Browns will have to start passing the ball as the game goes on, and that is when things get better for us, because Jacobi Brissett has not been great. He's in the bottom 5 in the league for release times this season, and with our defensive line playing the way it does, Von Miller is licking his lips, knowing that he's got a lot of time to get home and rack up a few more sacks for that total. And Amari Cooper is a dangerous weapon, but unfortunately for him, it's Brissett who has to get him the ball, and he has not proven to be especially dangerous yet this season. As for the predictions for the game, I think the Bills are going to win this. I know longtime viewers of this show know that I was at the Cleveland game when the Bills lost in 2007, 6-3, after watching Derek Anderson limp his way into victory, and Jamal Lewis run all over the Bills. I unfortunately think this is going to be a bad weather game, much like that one was. So I have the Bills winning in a revenge bad weather match, 6-3. Suck it, Derek Anderson. Wait, 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Remember, if you see something, say something! And you remember, go Bills! Woo! Rejected by the rearview mirror.